In this weekend's video, I am going to be going over how to switch or change your O2 sensor, which is an issue that's very common on evos. The front O2 sensor is very important, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. You will not believe this. Yet again, another simple issue. It's like it's never ending. We are getting a check engine light, at least this time. We don't have to guess what the issue is. We are getting a check engine light for my front O2 sensor, which is very important for evos. It's actually what controls your AFRs and a lot of more information when ECU wise at least. But I'm getting the check engine light. It's weird because this front O2 sensor, it's literally brand new. Like it's been, I would say 2 months, 3 months. Right before I tune, I switched this O2 sensor with the new turbo and everything. So anyways, things happen. I'm not sure what could have caused it, but I'm gonna take a look at it, switch it, but it's not gonna be so easy like it is always with this car. The front O2 sensor, I'm not sure if you guys could see that. Let me see if maybe I could zoom in for you guys. It is this magical black cable here that goes all the way down there, and I'm pretty sure you guys can't see it because it's so dark, but yeah, there you could kind of see it. You could see the space that we have against the radiator. It is non-existent. So if I have to move this radiator out, you guys are gonna hear it from me because I am so done with that radiator. But I'm gonna race the car up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna race the car up and see if I can reach it through there. But before I do that, I wanted to show you guys a check engine light that I'm getting and how I actually look at my check engine lights and check engine codes, because it's actually very interesting what EvoScan is so easy and simple to do. So let me go over that. Alrighty, so let's all start with this, the Tactress. The amount of information you could get from this is insane. I think it's such a win-win situation when you purchase one of these if you have an Evo, because you can look at so much information when you're trying to find out what's going on with your car. So let's go ahead and plug this in, and then I'll show you guys on the computer what the situation is. So this is literally all it takes. I just plug in my Tactress to the bottom, bring it over here, Windows computer, get my keys, and so you guys are gonna see, once you have it on, I'll let this connect, and then you guys could just press display DTCs, and it will actually connect to the ECU of the car. And as you guys can see, I'm getting a PO134 heated oxygen sensor front. And then I'm also getting a PO181 fuel tank temperature sensor, which is weird. But today we're gonna be tackling the oxygen sensor. That's my main concern, obviously. So let's go ahead and do that. But just wanted to show you guys real quick how to, display your codes if you do have a Tactress and EvoScan on your computer. You could, display them right here. And then once you're done, you could also clear your codes right here. I'm not gonna do that yet because I do want to switch the O2 sensor. Then I'll clear it and see if it comes back up. So let's go ahead and try to switch the sensor. Before I go ahead and go crazy doing all of this with the O2 sensor, I wanted to show you guys exactly what tools you guys will be needing to remove an O2 sensor. And they have an O2 socket, so you don't have to worry about the wire or anything like that. This was actually rented from Advanced Auto Parts, so you can literally get this from Advanced Auto Part. It's like a $40 deposit. You use it and then you return it, and as you guys can see, it comes with literally everything you can need. It comes with like 3 sockets, so whatever works for you. Let's see if I get one to work for me, and I hope, please, you've gave me so many issues. Please just come out easy. It's a brand new one, so it should come out pretty easy. We did put anti-seize in there, so let's give it a try. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to remove this heat shield for the turbo without having to remove the radiator, and see if maybe somehow I can remove the O2 sensor without having to remove this radiator, because if I have to do that, I am not going to be a happy camper. Quick, unfortunate situation. The heat shield does not come off. It gets stuck and it's starting to hit the radiator. So I'm gonna not give up yet. I'm gonna race the car up and see if I can reach the O2 sensor from the bottom. Hopefully I can, because I do not, again, want to remove this radiator. I'm not even joking when I say that. Let's go ahead and see if we can remove it through the bottom. So let me go ahead and show you guys where the O2 sensor is, which you guys can see is this one, and you can see it's literally brand new. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do. I cannot remove this right here, the heat shield. I have to remove the radiator for me to do that. The other option is I do have this short socket that will go right there, but then how would I move it? I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to do several things. If I do come up with something, I will let you guys know so you know how to remove your O2 sensor, but that's where it's at. It's literally right by the radiator in the front in your O2 housing. That's why it's called the O2 sensor. So let's see what I could do and I will tell you guys how to remove it. It is always such a mission with this car. As you guys can hear with the tone of voice I'm talking, it is impossible. I'm already hitting a little bit of the fins of the radiator. I have the shortest socket I could get into the O2 sensor, which I already got it in, but now how do I move it? Like, it's hitting the AC line and then this thing's on the way, so I'm gonna have to remove the radiator, which sucks so bad. But anyways, let's go ahead, remove it. You guys have seen me remove this radiator millions of times. Anyways, let's get this done. I cannot believe I'm doing this. Once again, here we go. Radiator has to come out. So let's get this going and change this before I freaking blow this car up, dude. Can I just go on a quick rant with you guys? Like, just a quick rant, like 20 seconds with all of you guys that watch my videos since the beginning and have seen how many times I have removed this radiator. It blows my mind. Like, bro, every single time I have to do something to this car, this radiator has to come out. I cannot wait to switch to a slim radiator, even though it's not that much of a difference. To be honest, those couple of like half an inch or inch would have made the difference that I could have removed that heat shield, and maybe I would have done it without having to remove the radiator, which sucks. Again, this is the millionth time. Whoever is an OG from the first couple of videos, I've been removing this radiator for the longest, and it just, bro, why is this so complicated? Every single time I have to remove you. Okay, it was just a quick rant. Keep enjoying the video. Bye. I won't do that ever again. Bye. It's for sale. It's for sale. Like, come get it. Come get it. 5K right now, cash. I'm just kidding, but fuck. Alrighty, so now that we have this a-hole out of the way, we could actually probably just take this out like this. And now that we have this out of the way, the heat shield, we have full access to the O2 sensor, which is this cable right here. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this spark plug cover or this coil cover, because the O2 sensor does get connected right here with a plug. So this is the O2 sensor, goes all the way here, and then it's connected there. Now let's see if we're lucky enough for it to come out easy, because these O2 sensors are such a pain in the ass. And now let me explain to you guys why is it that they have these special sockets and why you can't just put any socket. You have the wire that goes all the way to the O2 sensor. So for you to be able to fit the wire and put the socket in, they sell these special sockets that you're able to put the wire through the side, or like the one I'm putting over there, which is something like this, where you could just, you know, it has the gap and you're able to remove it. So go ahead and go to advanced or anything like that, and you could, you know, like I said, rent that tool. You won't be using that tool that much, but it's also a good tool to have in your toolbox. So your decision there. But now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is literally get a wrench and hope. It's brand new, so it better come out. Let's see what the situation is, and I will update you guys once I remove all of this. We got the O2 sensor out. Thank the Lord. It doesn't look that fried. Let me see if I could get this camera to focus. There we go. It doesn't look that bad. It's a brand new O2 sensor. So in my case, this was super simple to remove. I do want to stress how hard it is to remove those OEM ones. When I had to remove my OEM one, it was a mission and a half. But if you do have anti-seize, like I said, I ended up using this one once it was loose, but the one that I used to break it was this one. This is your guy right here, because it gives you more torque, better, it just gives you better torque, a better angle to remove it. So if you are doing this job, again, the reason for these sockets is so you can fit this cable right here, and then you can fit it to the socket itself, to the bolt, I guess you could call it. But super simple to do. And now again, it's just gonna be reverse process. Let's see if this install, or me removing that O2 sensor and installing a new one, removes the check engine light, so we can have steady AFRs and be good to go. We still have some more issues to take care of, which is going to be later on. We have to do a catch can, which is why you're seeing this ugly clear hose. Instead of using the breather valve, I started noticing a lot of oil in this area, so that means that we are getting blow by, and I didn't want that breather filter to get clogged and cause more issues and harm to the engine. So for now, I just have a hose going to the floor, but no oil. Obviously, I haven't stepped on the vehicle or anything like that, because I do want to wait for that catch can. So let's go ahead, go to advance. I do have a warranty. These do come with a 1-year warranty, and again, it's only been like 2 months, so I am going to go ahead and swap this out at advance. Once I swap this out, we will be good to go install the new one, and hopefully, again, like I said, we fix the issue. And just like that, we have our new O2 sensor. It's always a good thing to get stuff from Advance or AutoZone or whatever the case might be, because they have their warranties. So this one had a 1-year warranty, and it actually saved me, because like I said, it went bad super quick. I'm not sure what could cause a brand new O2 sensor to go out so quick. So if any of you guys know what could cause this O2 sensor to go bad so quick, let me know in the comments, because I'm kind of scared that this is going to happen again, and I don't want to have to keep switching my O2 sensor even though it's under warranty. But let's go ahead and install this back on. It's exactly how we removed it. We'll attach one of these sockets that came with it and just literally screw it back in and plug it back to the OEM plug. So let's go ahead and do that, and then I hate you. And then we'll install that. O2 sensor is on. I'm not sure if you guys can see that well. You guys can kind of see it over there. Honestly, super easy to install. The one thing that I'm going to tell you is don't forget to put the anti-seize provided by Denso. That's going to help you if I ever have to take this thing out. It's a must to put in there, so it can make my life easy, just like this one. For you, it may not. For you, it might not be so easy. If it's an OEM one, those things are in there. So you could try some heat. You could also try turning on the car, let it run, since then this is gonna be super hot. You could try to take it out. Another thing is obviously using a torch. but be careful, you don't want to mess anything up. Now all I have to do is just plug this back in here and install you. But let's go ahead. And just like that, we have the radiator back on, we have fluids in the car, we have everything connected. Literally, it takes me like 5 minutes to remove this radiator now. So consider me the radiator Evo 8 or Evo 9 god. It's insane how many times I've had to remove this, like blows my mind. But now I do have to start the car. It is super late and this car is so loud. I am going to consider my neighbors just for the sake of my own good. What I am going to do though is unplug my battery, so just remove the negative terminal, leave it overnight, just so those engine codes can reset. We will start the car tomorrow, and let's see if we do get that check engine light. And we shouldn't, because you know it's a brand new O2 sensor, already have it plugged in, so we should be good to go. So what for me will be 12 hours, maybe 8 hours till tomorrow, for you guys will be right now. And just like that, it is now the next day. All we have to do is connect this battery on. That should have cleared my check engine light code or whatever the case might be. So let's go ahead and start the car up. I do have to bleed the radiator again, but that's fine. I want to see if that check engine light comes on. If it doesn't after the 45 minutes of me bleeding this system, I do have to take the car for a drive and make sure that it does not come on. If it does come on, then I have no idea what could cause that check engine light to come on, because it literally says O2 sensor front, which is the one that we just changed. So let's go ahead and start the car up and see what happens. So obviously the check engine light is gonna be gone for a little bit. We can take a look at AFRs. You can see that it's still idling a little bit weird. Very weird actually. It's at 18, 19. But what I am going to do is wait. I'm gonna wait a while, let the car warm up and see where my idles are at, and also see if that check engine light comes on. If it doesn't come up, then we should be good to go. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, but it's been more than 20 minutes and still no check engine light. So I think we have done a good job. Let's see. I do have to drive the car, obviously. I have to step on it a little bit, give it a couple of miles to see if it does come back up. But so far so good. The idles did get a little bit better. It's still not where I would want them to be, but slowly but surely this car will finally soon be actually good to go mechanically and good to drive. Just drove the car for 15 miles or so and the check engine did not come on. So successful install, and it went pretty smooth. I don't want to jinx it, but I mean, we're kind of done, besides me having to remove the radiator, of course. If any of you guys are needing to do this and you have your OEM O2 sensor, it might be a little bit harder. Like I said, mine was pretty new, so it was fairly easy to remove. It wasn't stuck in there. If it is the OEM one and it is stuck, just have patience, you'll get it out. And another thing that I do want to be very clear about, you may not have to remove your radiator. Again, my radiator is a Mishimoto and it is so thick, like it's super thick compared to the OEM one. So if you don't have this radiator, you might be able to fit your socket through there. You might be able to remove your OEM heat shield, or if you have a whole entire other setup, then maybe, you know, your O2 sensor somewhere else, depending on your O2 housing and all of that. But keep that in mind. Don't think that you have to remove your radiator, because you do not have to do that. And just like that, I'm going to be ending the video there. I hope this video was informative, that at least I helped out one single person. To me, it's already worth it. If you guys have any questions, like always, you guys can leave them down in the comments. Stay tuned for next weekend's video, because it will get very interesting. It should be super cool content. You guys will definitely enjoy this one. But gonna end it there. Like always, keep grinding. I'll see you guys next weekend. Take care.